Have you experienced driving late at night and suddenly a hitchhiker showed up asking for a ride? Your mind and heart warned you, but your kindness dominated your doubt. My name is Jack, and this is my story. I was a seasoned truck driver, traversing the long, desolate highways of the countryside night after night. I was not working that time though. I was on my way home from a long trip. My parents lived in different states, so I need to travel for hours whenever I visit them. But driving alone at night is not new to me since it was my job for the longest time. It was a moonless evening when I was driving along an isolated stretch of road, my headlights slicing through the thick darkness like a beacon of hope. As I approached a lonesome figure standing by the side of the road, my heart wavered between caution and compassion. I saw a woman in a white dress. She seemed pleading for a ride for hours, that she looked exhausted. My instincts told me to keep driving, to leave the stranger behind, but something about her tugged at my conscience. Compassion and concern swelled within my heart, overpowering my instincts of caution. I stopped the car and offered the stranger a ride. The hitchhiker climbed in, and as she settled into the passenger seat, I noticed her pale skin and messy hair. As we drove, I tried to make small talk, but the woman responded with only curt nods and faint smiles. There are moments that she just stared at me blankly that made me nervous. The air grew colder, and a sense of unease began to claw at my spine. My heart pounded in my chest as I grappled with the unsettling feeling that I was not alone in the car, despite the presence of the hitchhiker beside me. Every now and then, I thought I heard faint whispers, like distant echoes in my mind. As we continued driving on that dark road, I couldn't ignore the nagging suspicion that the hitchhiker wasn't just a stranger caught in the middle of the night. I began to question if she was even human at all. The car's radio crackled to life, emitting distorted sounds of static and eerie laughter, and the hitchhiker's expression remained stoic as if she was unaffected. I was terrified when the woman said, "Turn that way." It's a narrow, winding path that led into the depths of a dense forest. Fear gripped me, but I felt powerless to resist. I followed her command, my trembling hands gripping the steering wheel as we take that road. The trees loomed like silent sentinels, their branches scraping against the sides of the truck as if beckoning them into an abyss of darkness. My mind raced, contemplating escape, but a hypnotic aura seemed to hold me captive, trapped in a surreal nightmare. My voice was totally gone. I want to turn back, but I don't have the courage to do so. I was so scared that she will get mad and turn into who she really is. In a moment of terror, my rationality broke, and I decided I needed to know the truth. I swerved the truck to the side of the road and turned to confront the hitchhiker. I was ready to beg for my life, only to find the passenger seat empty. The hitchhiker had vanished, leaving behind nothing but the lingering sense of foreboding. I looked around, my eyes darting through the darkness, but there was no trace of her presence. It was as if she had been nothing more than a specter, a haunting apparition that had crossed my path for unknown reasons. Trembling, I continued driving to get out from that narrow road, and after a couple of minutes I saw lights in front of me leading me to the same familiar highway. I was relieved seeing trucks going on the same direction I was heading to. I can't believe what had just happened, and whispered a prayer for getting out through that nightmare. From that night on, my life was forever changed. I became haunted by the memory of the eerie hitchhiker, unsure if she was real or a figment of my imagination. The whispers and laughter from that night echoed in my mind, a constant reminder of the enigmatic encounter that left me questioning the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. This experience is warning to others to tread carefully when offering rides to strangers on desolate, dark highways.